Good morning, folks. All right. How is everybody doing? And back at airing our dirty laundry, if you please. No. All right. So, um, let me go back and adjust real quick. These settings always get changed. I don't understand why they. Because we are in pre-market, we'll do. All right. Wow, look at this major block of red orders, sell orders come in. It's interesting. So you might be asking, what is this on the side? What is this panel that I have added to my layout? This is the TNS. TNS is time and sales. Um, so time and sales is basically what's called the tape. And that that shows you what you can adjust the filter for what shows on your tape. Um, so I have this adjusted to anything above right here, anything above 10 that comes in. So you can let's see what that does basically is helps you filter out the retail traders. So if we go all the way up to, let's say, 20 orders, that shows you where the big blocks of orders came in and registered on the tape. Why are my hotkeys not registering? So that kind of helps you see where possibly the institutional um, traders put in large orders, and you might be able to see the they're not necessarily iceberg orders. Trade Evade does not allow you to have that. So here's what iceberg orders are. So you have large institutions placing big orders. So they'd be placing, let's say, 500 or 1,000 contract order. Well, they cannot do that all at once because there would be too much fluctuation in the market against even against them, not in their favor. So they would hide that particular order from the books, from the order book, CME. And the way they do that, they would place a small 20 or 40 contract order, but as it fills, it literally is filling a full-size order. So the tape actually shows that. If you have level 3 order book subscription, you would probably be able to see a larger size blocks of those orders that they're trying to hide. Otherwise, those subscriptions are usually fairly expensive, but a company like Bookmap will have a linear heat map showing you resting orders, actively resting orders, and as they are filled as well. But this is sort of a retail trader's way of telling possibly where. Look at this. So if you put it down to 15 or even, so let's say 10 contracts, because as you look at the bid and ask orders that are coming in, it's hard to track, especially during the regular open market hours. It's hard to track the sizes of bid and asks to gauge whether there are more buyers or more sellers. And the tape, you can sort of see that. So look, let's put it out to 15 contracts. So you can tell this is more of a red tape, so you have a downtrend. Now, granted, we don't know whether this tape is shorts placing their orders or longs taking their profits. You can sort of gauge that from looking at the chart, because the profit taken would possibly be right at the reversal of your trend, right? So here's your trend reversed at 510 on this particular chart right here. So the trend reversed at about, on this particular case, about 510, okay, 515. And as the shorts are filling up and the price is dropping, or the longs are taking their, the longs may be taking their profits, and they're taking their profits. Let's say you purchased at this level, support level right here. So let's do that. So this was your support level, okay? So this was your support level. Let's say you purchased right here at about 570. The stock starts moving up, and you may have even scaled into the position as it was going up, and then it reversed. You started taking profits right here. As you started selling off your longs that you had, The price is, of course, dropping because people are exiting the market. But then you also have algos. There are the algos that are there, the algorithms, the machines, the institutional bots that are set up to trade, and they're looking for the liquidity, and they're also possibly driving that price. Now, as you're going down, you got your maybe shorts entering here right past the support level. So your longs took their profits, uh, took their profits all the way up to here somewhere. Then some maybe longs were actually breaking even right here that never bounced. Some longs may have taken their uh, losses right below the support level. But there were also shorts that entered the market. And as the market was driving lower, the shorts were riding it. So as the market bounced off of this particular level, this is our support level right here. So as the market bounced off this particular level and started moving up, your shorts that ran and rode this wave down, this pullback, the shorts now started taking their profits. So they were taking their profits here, and then maybe some longs entered in, and they were riding this up. So we don't know by looking at the tape whether they are longs, um, they're taking their profits as the market starts moving up on these red blocks, or they're shorts loading up on their positions to ride the wave down. We can't tell that. We just see that they're sell orders coming in. So, but as you can tell, when the big blocks of reds came in, price did move down. And therefore, look at this volume. We have huge volume right here. So currently, this is our support right here, and this is our resistance, because we can tell it moved from 515 to about 588. That's your 73 point swing back and forth. And the point of control, the POC, I'm sorry, is right over here, right on this high volume node, which is called that hill on our volume profile. Very low volume right here, and then high volume right at 520, 519, 518. This is another high volume node, it's called. So, so you want to be looking at, these are considered supports as well, these high volume nodes. And the low volume would be like usually the price runs right through, flies right past these low volume nodes. They're called the valleys, hills and valleys. And so price tends to concentrate on the hill, and then flies right through the valley. When it runs through the valley, this becomes its support. And this actually, excuse me, this actually does show where majority or a high volume has concentrated, whether it's institutional or whether it was. And if you actually zoom in onto this chart and the volume profile, you can see what is happening here. So we're gonna put a buy right here. Yep, there we go. We're entered in. I'm doing copy trading right now, so I'm copying 4 accounts at the same time. on. All right, big blocks came in. Big blocks came in of sell orders. But we're getting tested on this high volume node. But then we also have a really high volume down at 500. That's there you go. Now 1 minute chart shows still continuation of the downtrend. The 5 minute chart possibly a reversal down at the momentum. But the thing is, yes, the indicators show just past history. And this is not a crystal ball to tell you what's going to happen in the future. So, I mean, it does help as a guidance of past price action. So, for instance, on this particular case, as you look, every time that the momentum crossed over, the price move has happened. So crossed over at 2:30 a.m. We had a move down to the downside. Price crossed over. I'm sorry, the momentum crossed over about 3:20. Price moved up. Price crossed over on about 3:55, 4:50. 5:15. So every time you see this price crossing over, we see the move. So we're looking for the crossover. But then as it crosses over, look, if you look at the regular candle charts, candlesticks right here, there's a big move to the downside right here. And then it started moving up. And you didn't quite see the crossover until 20 points later. So right here, you got your 517, and then at 534, on well 15 points or so, that was the crossover happened. Same thing as here. You got your doji candle. All right, so the price has not quite crossed over, but most likely, there we go. Look at that move. Look at that nice. All right, I imagine it's going to bounce off right off this 21 EMA, possibly come down to back to this level. Nice, nice doji formed on Heikin-Nashi candles up here. Right back at this high volume node, which is that hill, the volume. And you see big blocks of green orders came in right here. So I'll put a 10. Sell orders are coming in. People possibly taking their profits after these longs. or 7 o'clock, and buy orders are coming in. Strong push to the upside. All right, what's going on in the news today? Stocks point to slightly higher open as U.S. jobless claims dip. Stock futures climb as Nvidia's outlook lifts tech sector. Wow, look at this nice move. All right, we got 5 minute, I'm gonna buy that 5 minute 21 EMA. Hopefully there'll be a rejection of this. Now, if you look at this 21 EMA interaction, came in at 573, went up to our resistance level right here. That's our resistance level. Well, resistance was right here, actually, just because we had multiple points of contact at this level, about 580. Okay. And so this was an interesting interaction with the 21 EMA. And I imagine maybe this 21 EMA on the 5 minute chart will reject and come down to the level of 540 on the 1 minute EMA, 21 EMA. We'll see. Yeah, I wanted to put a tight stop, but I was a little too tight. Now we have a nice crossover on the momentum. And however, we're looking at possible downside move on the 1 minute chart. So we'll put a buy right below the VWAP. See if it'll it's only 8 points. See if it'll come down to this high volume node. Maybe even, there we go. Come on. Come down to my VWAP. All right, futures jump after Nvidia's unprecedented 2028 guidance stuns the markets. Futures are higher, led by tech as Nvidia earnings boost the tape. As of 8 a.m. Eastern Time, S&P futures are 0.5% higher, while Nasdaq futures jump 1.1%, led by Nvidia, which is positive 7.4% in pre-market trading following an unprecedented forecast of 70% revenue growth. Wow. In 2028, which is boosting Semas, Marvel into print tonight. Nvidia helped the market climb a significant wall of worry and is not poised to resume its march higher. Memory is 3.6, software is 2.3, Korea 2.1, and so yeah, wow, a really good outlook for Nvidia coming up in the next couple of years. So that's good news there for Nasdaq futures traders. Barack Obama Elementary School closed due to mold and rodents. Glacier wall collapse may have sparked deadly flash flood that swallowed Nepal-Tibet border crossing. Okay. All right. Will you come down again to? Don't stop me out. Let's keep it at break even. Let's see if it'll. Come on. So there's your high volume spot right here at 550, and I got stopped out again. All right, let's take this off. So it's rejecting the 21 EMA, as you can tell. So it is a key level enough for whether it's retail traders or all right, let's increase our benchmark for larger placed orders on the tape to, let's say, 15. So 1 minute chart shows choppiness right here. So we entered this channel right here. And I'm gonna take a risk and say expect a move up. We have a crossover to the upside. This still is a continuation to the upside. So I'm going to put a long coming out of this channel. And see if we might test this particular level right here at 90. That will be our profit target. And again, tested the 550 level of the volume node right here. Interesting. Still within our channel. We'll do At 550 or 450, 445, I will add another position. Fed's Schmidt says inflation is too hot. All right, so here's another higher low. As you can tell, we got a higher low, higher low, higher low. We have another higher low formed on 5-minute chart. But the tape is printing. All right, we're still in that channel right here. Quarter after 7. All right, people are gearing up. So we're going to put 20 contract filter on our tape just to see as soon as that market opens and people start jumping in, machines, bots start jumping in. Okay, so testing our level of, so this is the channel. We got a breakout of that channel. I'm going to put my stop at break even, and I'm going to try that again. I'm not sure if this was a liquidity push of just 10 points. I mean, 10 points for some of these people at, you know, several hundred contract size positions is a lot of money. So this could be just a liquidity push. A lot of times when I trade the open, I'll set my channel of buy and sell quite spread. I don't know what happened, but my volume profile just disappeared. I'll set my channel at buy or sell a short within about 50 to 60 point difference from where the current price is. So let's say at 560 now, I would put it at 520 sell, and then at 500. And I know a lot of times it'll jump even more than that, but I'll kind of try to predict, if you please, and count on that larger size move. All right, give me that 21 EMA bounce. Fill me another one if you need to add, and then go right back up. But boy, that's a really long wick on this particular candle that I don't like. So hopefully this is not going to be another gigantic doji coming up to this volume node as soon as the market gets closer to the open. Okay, we added one more. All right, 10 minutes till the open. All right, what are we going to do about this channel right here? VWAP and the point of control. Liquidity sweep, possibly coming up. The 1-minute chart did come into the oversold levels on the stochastic, on the momentum. Oh, it didn't fill me. Look at that. Came right down to this particular level right here. That would be, I suppose, considered a support or resistance at one time. And came within a fraction of that. What was this? This was 26.35, 26.25. Why didn't you get me filled? What? Well, that would have brought my entry level down lower a bit. Oh, don't reject the 21 EMA again. Okay, big blocks of buy orders just came in, as you can tell, 725. Come now, push it through, hit my first target. There we go. First target hit. We're going to set trailing stop and try to run this as high as we can. Let's put it right there. I'm going to lower it down 10 points below. I do have a crossover to the downside on the 5-minute chart. Let's make it break even, because a lot of times you see the price dip back, and I don't want it to I don't want to take it to profits too early, because there might be a bigger move to these. No, stopped out. All right, we got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna wait for that open. All right, 2 minutes till the open. And there we go. 7:30. Oh, look at this big, huge block of sell orders that came in. And we came close enough, 503, didn't quite hit the 500. Sticklebats. I was really hoping that it was going to hit that 500 level. Man. All right, so here's our green orders coming in. Huge, huge spread. 502 all the way to 80 points. 80 points. And are we taking profits yet? Or we're going to squeeze it all the way up? I expect it to go up higher. I just bought a short. I expect it to go up higher simply because on Nvidia Outlook. Okay, we got filled for one, and there come our sell orders right here. Nice, nice, nice sweep. There we go. Huge, huge sweep. And what a spread. Look at this. 590 all the way to 476. Come on. Let's go 8-second chart. Are we going to establish a new... Don't stop me out. Let's run this up. Let's run this up. Okay. Green orders coming in. Lots of green orders coming in. And I got stopped out. All right, so we're going to turn this tape off because, as you can tell, I am trading these 4 copied accounts. And right now they are slightly above their limit. So we're gonna switch to another account. Wow, look at this move. Look at that. What a nice move. $450 to 590, 140 point candle. All right, we're going to switch accounts for a sec here. I'm going to Alrighty. So there we go, our 5-minute, 15-minute, and 8-second chart. Let's see what's cooking here. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a look at this. Wow. Um, what in the blue blazes? What is going on with my... There we go. All right, 1-minute chart. What are we doing on the 1-minute chart? Where are the Q levels here? Can we map out this? I'm going to leave that on 75. All right, so here's our volume profile. Way below point of control, way below. I'm going to put on 2 longs right here. Let me add this module, time and sales. All right, time and sales for our MNQ, and we'll crank it up to 15. Slap that in the middle. All right, huge, huge, huge move. Crushed our 21 EMA on both ends, the 20 or the 1-minute chart, the 5-minute chart. Absolutely crushed it. All right, we're going to put a... Look at these orders coming in. Taking profits, not letting it happen. 500. All right, we'll put that trailing stop right below. Now here's the difference between running a pro account and a test account. So I just fired up another test account. The difference, of course, is that you do want to capture the highest, if possible, of this move. if you do not capture the highest of the move, that goes against you. So let's say the price has gone up in this particular case to 520, and your purchase was at 500, but you actually took profit at 510. The take profit trader drawdown will take those 10-point difference between the highest that this move took place to where you sold, and we'll take it off your trailing drawdown. So you gotta be able to capture the highest move it makes while you're holding the position and sell that. All right, so we got rejected on our 21 EMA on the 5-minute chart, crushed through the 21 EMA on the 1-minute chart, right through this low volume section. We have a lot of sell orders come in. So what are we doing here? Here's our key level volume at 500. What is our 8-second chart is posting tons of sell orders come in on the tape. There's our buys come back. So come on, I got 3 contracts on. I need this to come to right there. Right through that volume node, low volume node. Darn. Sharky darns. Come on, pull up to the point of control. You can do it. Stopped out. And then, yeah, it'll still come up. Of course it will. All right. Let's try one more at this level. Come on. There we go. We're in short for one. See if this will bring it down a little bit, even to the 50-point mark. We're going to put our okay. All right. Well, this particular new account just fired up. It's $300 on in what? A few minutes. Oh! I just put in my long position limit buy right at this level right here, and it flew past it. Never got filled. That was unreal. Wow. All right, a bunch of sell orders coming in. Let's put our... No, let's not do that because we only have one position open. There you go. There's our point of control on 1-minute chart, and got filled on that. 483 to 588. That's what happened in that move, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to buy a long. We're going to take a long right here, see if our high of the day tested on the 1-minute chart. Come on, let's go with all these buy orders. Green's coming in. Yes, greens are coming in at high. With my stop. There you go, running right through those volumes. See that? High volume node, that's your key level right there at 6, there we go, 600. Test it, and I'm out. So these are key levels right here. You can tell where high volume at one time took place. Will that get rejected or gone through? We don't know. So here's our, let me see what goes on. 15, a block of sell orders come in. One minute volume control point. Ooh. Lots of sell orders come. Wow, tons of sell orders are coming in. Will it climb all the way down back to the 21 EMA? They're still coming in. Okay, so we are at our point of control, and that's huge. That's a huge move. Another huge move. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. On a pro account, this pro account would have been roasted. Look at this. Went from 605 all the way to 489. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And there we go. Done. Done. Unbelievable. Unbelievable move. 604 to 150-point move. 150-point move. This is unbelievable. Right here. There you go. 150-point move. You just watched me roast an eval. This does not happen. This kind of move does not happen every day. Now look at all these buy orders come back in. They're going to drive that all of this liquidity, all of these shorts and or all of the longs that were taking their positions there got roasted. All that liquidity just got fried. That's what happens when you have oversized position. Look at that. Came right back from 452 all the way up to another almost 100. Yeah, unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is futures trading for you. This is futures trading, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely real. Unreal. Unreal. I mean, this is unreal. I have nothing to say. I am lost for words. Absolutely lost for words. Look at this. Look where we're sitting. I'm lost for words. We came back from 450. What a drop. What a crazy drop. All right. We are not even near 8 o'clock. The price drops from 605 all the way down to 450. 150 point move on one 5-minute candle. And then climbs right back up from there. Look at the regular candlesticks. This is the regular candlesticks. Unfreaking believable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I'm beyond myself on what you see happen. Live trading. Oh my word. Look at this. Look at this insanity. All right, this is rage trading. 15 contracts? What are you, insane? All right, what are we looking at on the tape? Chop fest, chop fest. That was crazy. What kind of bid orders coming in and ask orders coming in. Yeah, that was absolutely insane. I mean, one of a lifetime. You saw this. You saw this. You can't make this stuff up. Oh my word. Ah. This is your live trading. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Come on, let's go now. Let's crush this. Let's crush this doji. Another gigantic doji candle. That move right there, $1,466. Okay, absolutely unreal. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this in post of how this price moved. Take a look at this. Right here. That's a dive. This is an 8-second chart. This is the 8-second chart. Crosses over on the momentum, forms a doji on the Heikin-Ashi, and just dumps and enters this channel right here, bounces in this channel, 20 point, and then comes down again. And look at this. Look at this again. What a slide. What a slide. All right, testing this level again. Tons of sell orders come in. Look at these blocks of sell orders. Increase the limit to 20. I mean, huge, huge orders to sell. Will this be... There you go. There you go. So much for NVIDIA's good news, because we are looking at the whipsaw. I mean, yes, this is your... Did you get a whiplash yet? All right, is this our crossover on the 8-second chart? And let's see, yeah, that cost me $200 right there on that because I was $1,466. That cost me $200. And this move, 545 to 425. 120 point move. All right, where are we on? Come on, this is our low volume spot right here. So coming through, excuse me. I'm just passing through. There we go. Don't stop me out. No, 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 no. Come back up. Oh, stop me out. All right, back up to it. So we're gonna enter right back in. 1 minute doji. Don't ever talk to me about options and the volatility in options. Because most likely you are trading with your own money and losing thousands and thousands of dollars in your options trades. You do not see volatility like this in options. I'm sorry, but I've traded options before, and I tell you, this is crazy. Okay, I am 8 o'clock on the dot. Wow. Wow. What an experience, man. What an experience. That was mind blowing. That was absolutely. This is mind blowing. Okay, let me clean this chart up, folks. This right here is mind blowing. As you can tell, this was definitely a count blowing experience. But on the positive side, this was only a $100 roast rather than, as you saw, that red was 2,000, something like that. No, this was just $100. I mean, it's $100 for that eval. All right, coming into this channel, we're right back to this channel right here that was mapped out earlier. That looks like our key level, which on the 5-minute chart is also the point of control. So right now I have 5 contracts, and I'm going to put my stop right there. Come on. And stopped out. All right, I'm going to test this again. Oh, 4. Actually, let me turn this one off, turn this on, and we're going to do, sure. All right, 8-second. There we go. See if it'll come down to this 21 EMA. Now our DC, our point of control, has shifted drastically as well. But the 21 EMA and the VWAP, they're still in the same location. All right, large orders coming in for sell. And I'm out. VWAP on the 5-minute chart is tested. Oh, I got 4. No, we don't want a 4. Nice, and another beautiful move. Look at that. If it's going to make another one of these dojis, that's insane. That's absolutely insane, man. I will be walking away with a whiplash. All right, come on. Let's try VWAP one more time. All right, I'm in for one. Testing this level right here again. Even though the 8-second chart is pushing down. Oh, so does a 1 minute. 1 minute is printing downside. We have large sell orders coming in. Big blocks of sell orders. We got a volume right here at 500. However, that's a 1 minute or 5 minute chart. Nice level, but our 1 minute chart is going to be 460, the support. Way down below. Wow. All right, 8 o'clock. I'll probably go till about 8:30. I was a little bit, let's see, what was the schedule for today? I don't remember what the schedule was for today. Oh, we have another hour and a half. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Just one. Stop. Will be a small scalp. And 5-minute point of control got tested, moved through. Volume is pushing through this low volume node. Come on, right through the valley. The valley and up to, and got stopped out. All right, got stopped out. I bought a short because I saw this doji form. Yes, I did not wait for the confirmation, I suppose. But then you had a crossover pointing to the downside on the 8-second chart. Yes, I know. It's an 8-second chart. But let's see if it'll come down back to the point of control. We have really large volume. So you can risk so much more when you only have 1 or 2 contracts. When you have 10 or 20 contracts, good luck risking um, or keeping your accounts. That is why it's so much harder to maintain your pro account when you have a trailing drawdown intraday that expects you to hit every high. All right, so this particular move on a 5-minute candle right now has been the current candle from 520 to 575. So that's a 55 candle, 55-point candle. Now, nothing compared to 100 and 150 that we just had around 8 o'clock or so, 7:45 to 7:55. But still, that's a substantial move. What is our ATR on the 5-minute chart? ATR, let's see, what are you? Yes, we want to see value. 60 points. I mean, not gigantic, but 60 points is 60 points. If you're trading, all right, let's do, all right, I'm gonna go crazy. All right, I'm gonna see if this will show in my, don't do it. I just did it. I just did it. Then switch it back to, and we're gonna put a bunch of, come on, give me a little bit. All right, I'll get out of that one. Still, this candle is, we have 20 seconds left, 521 all the way to 587. Our point of control, I'm down to the point of control. As you can see, 8-second chart. What am I looking at up here? Oh, yes. Look at this. Nice move. Nice move. 20-point move. Gonna take a, shoot. Crossover. I was going to try to buy right here, and it didn't fill me. Why? Because I'm set to buy bid and not buy market. Now, you can probably do bid pre-market, but after hours, during market hours, a lot of, what is this? Is this taking profits, or this is actually shorting it? I don't know. All right. Red order's coming in. I'm kind of hoping it'll 5-minute support level right here, you can tell. 1-minute support level. Give me a little scalp. Okay. Picking through on that. That's our $40. Oh, come on. All right. I think it was like 37 bucks, something like that. A little scalp. All right. Jersey Shore residents take on Verizon over 5G towers. Anxious Generation author Jonathan Hyde on the Meta settlement. All right. Thank you. Here's a news just came out. Trump considers new tariffs on semiconductors. Reports raise alarm could doom U.S. dominance. Why? Why, Mr. President? Who do you have on standby trading NQs? I mean, when you come out with news like this, I guarantee you have somebody on standby trading NASDAQ. Okay, so here's the details. Politico reports Thursday on what could be another significant setback for U.S. data centers and major damper on American AI aspirations. The White House is mulling the possibility of introducing new tariffs on semiconductors and a broader range of technology products, including laptops, servers for data centers, and gaming equipment. A move tech companies have long been warning against, and which may demonstrate once again that the only thing getting reshored is massive inflation for end consumers. The report notes that Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick favors a structure that would tie foreign companies' relief from the tariffs to investment in U.S. chip manufacturing to juice more domestic production, said four of the people. The administration is also mulling a phase-in period for the new tariffs. The four people said the people stressed that the framework could still be substantially revised in the coming weeks or months. That's the thing. The key is they're mulling over it, but it comes out as a report on Politico. And as it comes out as a report, it fluctuates the markets. But as CNBC also points out, Chinese tech firms have reportedly had little trouble bypassing strict export bans to get their hands on NVIDIA hardware. Oh, really? Chinese contraband. Taiwanese manufacturers are reportedly experiencing, no, this is China update. Take that with a bucket, with a wheelbarrow of salt. China, unless this is, yeah, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the China update post on X. China appears to be testing another way of pressuring Taiwan, weaponizing its dominance of critical supply chains. Taiwanese manufacturers are reportedly experiencing delays obtaining strategically important germanium, and quartz-based materials from China with shipments. I'm surprised they are in business with China. But so that's your general market news. Um, U.S. stocks trade mixed as Nvidia-led tech gains offset Dow and small-cap weakness amid upbeat AI earnings and firmer jobless claims data. Dollar General beats quarter two estimates, 33% positive year to year. We don't trade stocks, we trade futures. So we're not going to be looking at stock news. NVIDIA may spend $12.9 billion to control one of AI's most important platforms. Interesting what that is all about. We are interested in that because, yes, NVIDIA is one of the largest players in NASDAQ. So Bitcoin went up over 80 grand again. So this is from, I have to give credit to Guru Focus. This article appears there. NVIDIA might be gearing up for one of its largest AI purchases to yet. The information stated that the chipmaker is set to buy Hugging Face for $12.9 billion. However, Business Insider separately reported that the two companies were still in talks. That distinction counts, but the strategic rationale is already apparent. Hugging Face has emerged as one of the centers of open source artificial intelligence, providing developers with a platform to exchange models, discover tools, and optimize AI workloads for different types of hardware. An acquisition of the platform would move NVIDIA more into the software and developer side of AI rather than leaving it primarily reliant on GPU demand. Also surprising is the price that was reported. The proposed $12.9 billion transaction would value Hugging Face at nearly 3 times the 2023 valuation of $4.5 billion. I mean, still, if you're the guy that started the company and you're looking at possibly selling that company for $4.5 billion freaking dollars, you have a big paycheck coming. It has apparently crossed over $150 million mark in annualized revenue. The bigger opportunity for NVIDIA would be strategic rather than financial. So, yeah, NVIDIA doesn't need $150 million, but strategic, yes. Having a large open source AI platform might help NVIDIA cement its control over how models are generated, distributed, and ultimately run as AI companies like Anthropic and OpenAI look for alternatives to NVIDIA hardware. Woo boy! we are, look at these orders. Look at the tape. Take a look at the tape. Whew! Boy, unreal. Check this out. I mean, it's not very much happening per se on the chart, but all right, I guess it's a stretch. We got 588 candle on 1 minute chart to it's a 40-point move. 40-point move. All right, we'll give it to that, but speaking of OpenAI and AI in general, so ChatGPT versus Gemini. So what would you pick? If you're doing research, if you're doing I don't know, image generation for your podcasts, for your presentations, possibly, what would you pick? So the difference is, come on, 1 minute chart, and there we go. All right, we're going to try this crossover on the momentum and possibly give us a 10-point move maybe. But we do have an overbought levels right now on the momentum, 5-minute momentum. All right, so the difference between your ChatGPT and Gemini, so they're both leading chatbots, of course, and they excel in different areas depending on your daily tasks and workflow. ChatGPT, and here's the strengths. Wins for general purpose writing, quality, complex reasoning, creative tasks, and voice conversations. It also features robust tools for custom projects and app ecosystem. Gemini. All right, Gemini wins for multimodal tasks, which is handling large files, audio, video inputs, and deep integration with Google Workspace. So, and ooh, nope, 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 nope. We have to capture this move. All right, we're gonna try to capitalize on this move. 11. No, 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 don't do that. Do not do that. It's my stop. Either stop me out or move up. Move out of the way. There you go. All right, that's your precision 8-second chart. And nope, not yet. There you go. Stopped out. And then there's Siri, of course. So you got your ChatGPT, Gemini, and then there's Siri. And now that's interesting. So NVIDIA is trying to enter production market of let's see, what are they trying to enter the market of? Rather than GPU, into the software and developer side of AI. So they would actually be part of the think tank. All right, hold on a second. So will we see price move back down to 550? 1 minute chart, we're bouncing around the point of control on this volume, which is substantial. Right now we have a chop fest going on the tape. I don't know if I should keep it at 20 or I should keep it at 15, because if you have orders over 10 coming in, you can kind of see blocks. But when you increase it up to 20, and that's kind of what they recommend. If you're anywhere you read, they tell you keep it between 20 and maybe even 50. What if we do up to 30? Look at this. So 827. Huge blocks of, and then you had, this was absorption, I imagine, 824. So the price never moved back down to the 5-minute point of control. I just bought 3 shorts. 1 minute did move up as a crossover, but we are in overbought zone on the 5-minute momentum. And are they posting? Nope, posting greens. All right, we're going to do take our profits, trailing it down. All right, point of control, trail down, and got stopped out. That's about 120 point move on that particular scalp. Let's do one. Should we test this particular 1 minute chart? About 25. Okay, 25. We'll do 25. They're taking profits because we're looking at a lot of sells coming in. Now, here's the difference when you drop this particular chart down to 1 or 2 contracts. All right, or 5, let's say 5. So they're coming in blocks like this. See, it's kind of choppy. You got greens, reds coming in. You increase that to, let's say, 10. Obviously, more of a strong buys coming in, people taking profits. Strong buys coming in, profits, profits. Now strong sells. And I was going to say I'm in for one. There we go, I'm in. I'm going to take it up to 25. Big blocks. Let's see what happens on these big blocks. Currently, it's 838, and we had large, so 833. 833 right here. So this was the volume that a lot of buys came in at 833, 834. Wow. So there must have been enough volume where I put my 5 contracts position on to add to the position just in case. And that was enough volume that came in that absorbed that and dropped the price. Major blocks of red orders right there. You can tell came in. All right, there we go. Wow, what a save! Did you? I don't know if you were watching that, but I couldn't talk during that. What a save! All right, so we have it. Now I got to go back and adjust all these down to their daily limits. All right, so let's do that. We'll go stop loss. Right, we'll do that. Then 1708. Oh, 1 and 7 8. 1 and 7 8. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Oh, 01. All right, that would be I try to bring it down to about under $10 for their limits. Oh, don't. There you go. And 7 8. 7 8 right there. We'll do the same. This is frequent trading, high frequency trading. Right here for you. Hmm. Oh, come on. Unreal, guys. What's going on? Did you see that? That's your high frequency trading in action. Oh, man. Was I making this up? When you're saying you're not the market maker, I am placing orders to buy as I'm already in the negative position. And the price is really feeding me, beating me, and absorbing my orders as I'm placing them. God. Yes, you can be the market maker against your own self. All right, so we're going to try to bring this down back again to 5. Okay, that's probably good. And then 538. Let's see, we are at 60, so let's try 5. There you go, and then down to 1. I'm good. All right, so 4 of those accounts. And let's see, 415 be $33. I have one more account to drop about, I think it was $14 right here. There you go. So let's do that. Stop loss. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. All right, 1501. So I'm set on this account as well. So we've traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts today. These are all evals. They're up to their halfway 50-point mark on the rules for the Take Profit Trader daily rules. I hope right now they do have the, I know for last week they ran 50% and 3-day passing instead of 5. So I'm kind of hoping that they possibly have that same rule or a promo running for 3 days. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks again. I think I'm going to cut it short. I know I said 9:30, but I've been up since a little, well, the live stream has gone on for a little over 2 hours. I think that's more than plenty. Plus, it's probably enough content if I need to cut shorts. And I think there were a few spots that are noteworthy, if you please. So, if you had any input, if you enjoyed this live stream, watched it in post, let me know. Please like, subscribe, post some comments, and let me know what you think about the tape. This tape right here. Is that a helpful tool? Would you ever use this tool? I know that I can sort of see what possibly can be going on in the charts as I'm looking at the tape. So that's sort of neat. But I wonder if some of you have had experience with running the tape and how you use that. Please let me know. Anyway, thanks again, and I will see you, Lord willing, in the tomorrow's stream. So enjoy the rest of your morning. All right. Bye bye.